All right, hello and welcome to Made Fit TV. I'm your host, Jennifer D'Donato, and this is episode number 44. Made Fit TV is everyone's source for health and fitness information and entertainment, so thanks so much for joining us today. And just to throw out some statistics for you to give you an idea what today is about. As you know or may not know, about 60% of all American adults are overweight and 30% are obese. And the statistic is scary because only 10% of people who lose that significant amount of weight from being obese to being healthy BMI only keep it off for 1 year or more. Only 10% of those people. But today, I am lucky enough to have one of those people right here joining us today. Pete Thomas! Yay! He's such a loser because you want to know something? He is one of the winners from season 2, Biggest Loser. $100,000?
$100,000. It was a good day.
It's a perk, you know. Because how much weight did you lose?
I lost. I was on the ranch for 62 days, and I lost 83 pounds in 62 days, and then I came home and lost another 102 pounds over the summer, for a total of 185 pounds.
Okay, and so that was before the season finale, right? The 102.
Exactly, 102 at home. By the time I was voted off the show, I'd lost 83 pounds. Lost another 102 at home. So when I went back for the live finale, I had lost 185 pounds total.
Wow.
Well, I should say, if you want to be statistically correct, I lost 195 pounds of fat and put on 10 pounds of muscle for 185 pound net.
Put it there. That's awesome. That is awesome. See, I like that. See, the muscle is good. You know,
yes,
don't count the pounds with the muscle.
That's right.
Because that's good. You need that.
Right, absolutely.
So, I mean, because you've kept it off for about 4 years now, right?
It's been over 4 years. It's my anniversary. The first day I stepped on the ranch was March 10th, 2004. So.
Wow.
Over 4 years.
Gosh, God, congratulations.
Thank you.
And so is it like well, obviously you've made it your lifestyle now, so it's not really a battle, is it?
No, well, you know what? It's one of the things, when you've come from where I've come from, when you've had this big issue with obesity, you have to realize when I allowed myself to get that big, 416, that wasn't just by making a few mistakes. You know, I had a problem. There was really an addiction to food, and there are issues behind that, and so I have to pay attention to those things. Otherwise, that addiction will come back. But, you know, I've kind of gotten a handle on it now. I kind of know what I'm doing. Yeah. When I came back from the show, once the finale was all over, here's an interesting story. So the finale is over. It's not like it is now, where they go on these big press tours and all of that. The next day, it's just over. You're getting ready for your flight to go back home. You know, and so that very next morning, I get up, strap on my running shoes, and go out for an hour-and-a-half run. That no cameras, no nothing. Get back to the hotel, see some of the other contestants there in the restaurant to eat breakfast, and one of the other contestants says, "Pete, do you ever stop?" And I'm thinking, well, now's when it really starts. You know what I'm saying? Now's when it really starts. And so that was my mindset. I've got to keep the goal off for 5 years, and then I've got a 10-year goal, et cetera, et cetera. Wow. And so the work started once the show was over. You know, the maintenance part did.
Yeah, because the thing that I was wondering, it's like, okay, so you're voted off the show. And it's the fact that you came home and now it's like, okay, well, now what? Now it's completely up to me.
Absolutely.
What did you do differently, or what did you change or maintain when you came home versus being on the show and on the ranch?
You know, the big thing is when I came home, my mindset was, I've got to learn why the stuff on the show worked. You know, one of the things, I had Jillian as a trainer, and she said, I can't tell you everything about why this works. I can't tell you everything while you're here on the show. The reason being, I'm coming out with a book. If I tell you all this stuff on TV, then NBC will own the rights to my book. So I can't tell you everything, but I'm going to send you my book, and I will. And basically, she taught me how to fish. She told me general information, and I was able, because it was in my mind to do this, I was able to go and do research and read about health and read about nutrition and what type of exercises are most effective for weight loss and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but don't you think that that's one of the biggest obstacles for people to overcome, to actually just accept it and then do kind of the work themselves too?
Yes, absolutely.
Was it hard for you to be to go from one extreme to the other?
Well, it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard from the standpoint of, I realized I've got to do the work. You know, and it's up to me. I've got to do it. There's no
you just kind of made a pact with yourself.
That's
and was like, got to do this.
And see, that's the thing. Most people who are in my condition, we've gone on multiple diets, but we've never said, you know what, I am actually going to do some reading and research to figure out what's going to work long term. We always have this short term mindset. If I go on this little diet, I'll lose these 20 pounds and the issue will be gone. No, it's more to it than that, you know. And so that was in my mindset was I've got to learn this for life, and that's what I'm going to do. Absolutely right.
Now going for the nutrition, obviously that's such a big part of the results. But then with the exercise, I mean, what I want to know is, okay, so you're on the ranch, and it's like, okay, now what? I mean, like, had you ever picked up a weight in your life until you came to Biggest Loser?
Oh, will we count it like a triple Whopper? Would that count as a weight? You
know, pretty heavy.
It was pretty heavy. You know, no. My first day on the Biggest Loser Ranch, I worked out for 2.5 intense hours, and I mean, it was incredibly first day. So I go from sedentary to working out for 2.5 hours.
Which people should not do unless they're being
medically supervised and all of that
so
kind
don't
of stuff.
try that.
Exactly. But it was so, and we were doing everything from push-ups, we were doing lunges, we were, at some point we would walk up this hill, well, some of us would walk slower than others, obviously at 4:16, and if it looked like things were just a little bit too easy for us, Jillian would jump on our back to increase the resistance. It was really, really intense. And that was 2.5 hours the first day. Every day thereafter was 4 hours a day, minimum. Minimum.
Now was that consecutive, or did you have a break? Or?
First thing in the morning, what I would do is I'd get up, we'd work out for an hour amongst our team by ourselves, an hour of cardio. Then Jillian would come in the afternoon and work us out for 2 hours. 1 hour resistance training, another hour of Jillian's cardio, which was crazy.
Which is hell.
Exactly right.
I mean, I only see a couple snippets on TV, but can't imagine.
And then at night we'd go back and we'd work out for another intense hour by ourselves. Now every consecutive season that's come after it's just been more and more hours of more and more intense working out. That's why the results have just gone through the roof. But it was very, very, very brutally hard, very hard. Not to mention we were in an environment where we were secluded from the rest of the world. No telephones, no internet, no newspapers, no magazines, no anything. A beautiful place, $75 million horse ranch, but it was nothing more than a pretty prison. You know what I mean?
I can imagine.
It's a sweatshop, and so it was intense, but it accomplished its goal.
Well, you know what? You've inspired me. People. I'm all into the weightlifting and the figure competing, but I would really like to do at least a half marathon.
Yeah.
And I think that's another goal of mine. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Thanks. Awesome.
Well, thanks so much for coming. I
appreciate
just love meeting people like this, and it's just such an inspiration. Looking at it from a different perspective. And like I said, winningman.com, is the website. Check him out. You got the weekly podcast going on.
Yeah, got the weekly podcast, and once the season is over, we'll have some more tips. And check out Made Fit TV.
Oh, yes.
She's got great stuff.
Made Fit TV. You can check us out on iTunes, Made Fit TV. Pete is on Twitter. It's just Pete Thomas. I'm on Twitter, Jenny DiDonato. He's also on Facebook as Pete Thomas, of course. Yep. And I'm on Facebook, Jennifer DiDonato, and you can also catch me on Vidler, MadeFitTV.com. So thanks so much for joining us today. This was such an awesome episode.
Thank you.
It's just so near and dear to my heart. So thanks so much. And remember, Made Fit TV, fit bodies don't just happen, they're made, and this is the proof. So thanks so much for joining us, guys. Take care. We can do a couple push-ups if you want.
Oh, my goodness.
As we're going out.
Oh.
Right, let's see. Do some too. Where do you want me to go?
Come on. We're
doing our ball? Yeah, that's right. Let's elevate it here. Ready?
She's going to crush me at this.
I don't know.
Yes, you are. Look at her. Oh, just great form. Oh.
Keep the abs tight.
See, look, I need to slide back on the ball to make it easier.